Welcome to another Cheeky Scientist live training. Today we're talking about LinkedIn profiles and networking. Okay, so we have a free LinkedIn webinar next Tuesday. So we have a free webinar. If you go to our Facebook fan page, the top pinned post, you'll see that free webinar. You can sign up for free. The webinar is Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on mobile, you'll have to click see pinned post to be able to see that, and you can sign up for the free webinar. So talking about LinkedIn profiles, networking, it's very important. As academics, as PhDs, often we don't think that we need a LinkedIn profile. Many of us don't have a LinkedIn profile, or we have one and we don't have a picture up, or we have a picture, holding a pipette or in front of a computer, something that doesn't display industry credibility, and that's something that you really need to change, even if you're just considering non-academic careers. Why? There's been a lot of studies, in particular this one from JobVite, which found that 93% of employers, so 93% of employers are on LinkedIn. 93% of employers are on LinkedIn, and they use LinkedIn to fill positions. As soon as they see a resume or they get a referral, they're going to look at that job candidate's LinkedIn profile immediately. So what is your LinkedIn profile saying about you? Also, 87% of these employers use LinkedIn specifically to fill jobs. 87% of employers. Right? So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you are not going to be a viable job candidate. It's really crucial. You get a LinkedIn profile, you make it professional, you make it one that communicates industry credibility, and then you learn how to network on LinkedIn. This is something you should do before you even start generating referrals. You need to get your profile in order first before you start inviting people into it. There's another study here. This is a candidate quality study, and it shows that the highest quality candidates are on LinkedIn. Right, so the highest quality candidates. The next closest is less than half the number of quality candidates is on Career Builder, then Indeed, and Monster. So you need to start spending your time on LinkedIn. Why? Because employers know that high quality candidates are on LinkedIn. This is why they're going there. So if the highest quality job candidates are on LinkedIn, that's where you need to be, right? As a high quality PhD candidate, you need to be on LinkedIn so that you can start getting your foot in the door at these different non-academic companies. So I want to go through a quick list here. We're going to go through this list and a lot more in detail on the webinar, which is on Tuesday. So it's on this Tuesday coming up, the 25th, I believe, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can sign up for free on our Facebook fan page. It's just facebook.com/mycheekyscientist. The top pinned post will let you register for that for free. And we're going to be talking about these topics as well as many more. So the first one, this is very obvious, a professional headshot. We've had a lot of associates come into our program, and they've been reaching out to people on LinkedIn. They never get an answer, and they say they don't know why. Then we look at their LinkedIn profile, and they don't have a picture up. Or they have a picture of themselves looking into a microscope or pipetting. This is the worst thing you can do, because when an employer, a non-academic employer, goes to your website, goes to your LinkedIn profile, they're going to see an academic. They're going to see a student. You want to instead show yourself as an industry professional. Now you can go to a department store or a local photography studio for $40 and get some professional headshots, or you can just have somebody come in with a camera and get a headshot with you against a white background. It's very important that you have a picture. You will not get responses if you don't have a picture. Next, a 3-answer headline. So your headline needs to answer 3 things. First, who are you professionally? Who are you personally? And then who do you want to be professionally? Okay, so your headline, it's not a resume, it's not a peer-reviewed timeline of your study, it's not the current university that you're at. Instead, you need to say, okay, I'm an immunology specialist, right? Or I'm an analytical chemist, or I'm a systems engineer. But also who you personally. Add something personal to that shows that you're well-rounded, not just a narrow-minded PhD. Maybe you are a hiking enthusiast, or you enjoy arts and crafts, so you used to play an instrument, whatever it is. You can add that to your LinkedIn headline, and you should, because it humanizes you. It's important. You want to be personal, but not too personal. We'll talk more about that at the webinar too. Finally, you want to say who you want to be professionally. So if you want to get a project manager position, you better find a way to work in project manager or project management into your headline. Why? Because employers, when they're looking to fill a certain position, let's say they're looking to fill a project manager position, what's the first keyword they're going to search? Project manager or project management. So you can literally put project manager or research scientist. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, say looking for research scientist positions or looking for project manager positions. Or you can say I have XYZ skills relevant to project manager positions. either way, find a way to work in the job title you want into your headline. Results-oriented summary. So we did another teaching live training like this last week where we covered resume bullet points. You want to use the exact same strategy for your professional summary on your LinkedIn profile. It should be results-oriented, it should speak to your transferable skills, and it should use your technical experience as a bridge between your transferable skills to your results. So go back and watch that training if you haven't yet. We will cover it in full in the webinar. Also, use of images and URLs. You can add images to your LinkedIn profile. Now, remember we talked about with resumes that a hiring manager, if they get a resume in their hands, they'll spend 5 to 7 seconds on it. That's it. For your LinkedIn profile, it's a little bit longer. They'll spend about 10 seconds. All right, so not a very long time, but they'll spend a little bit longer. You can keep them scrolling through your LinkedIn profile by adding images and by adding URLs, which will bring in images from your university's website, or from a company that you've worked at in the past, their website, or from a group you're involved with, a volunteer organization. Whatever it is, put those URLs on there because they'll embed pictures in your profile, or you can add pictures yourself. These pictures will break up all the text and will keep people scrolling through. It's very important to do this. Number 5, skimmable work experience. You want to add your work experience, and you really want to utilize all the different sections of LinkedIn that you can. You don't have to do it all overnight, but just keep adding to your LinkedIn profile. Add your work experience, right? Make it results oriented. Have it 1 or 2 sentences at the most, and then skip a line so that you have lots of white space, so it's skimmable. Also, every PhD should fill out the projects section. You all have projects. You know, your thesis project has several sub-projects. If you're a postdoc, you have several projects. List all those projects. Show that you have those project management and even those people management skills. Also, fill out the publication section on your LinkedIn profile. Now, you don't want to put a works cited section on your resume, but you do want to fill out the publication section on LinkedIn because it'll connect you with all the other authors on your paper, and it shows little pictures of the other authors, which is important because when employers are scrolling through your LinkedIn profile, they're going to see you're connected to other people. This brings us to number 6 as well. Get some references. Even if these are just references from other people in your lab, or if they're references from friends or people you've written references for, that's fine. It's important to show that you know other people, you have other professionals who will reference you. This is a large part of getting referrals, which we'll talk about on the webinar too. Skill endorsements, right? This is an easy way to show credibility, your skill endorsements. Now here's the key, you get to choose your skill endorsements. Right? Your skill endorsements, it's those little blocks that you can move around on your LinkedIn profile. For most of you, you probably have skill endorsements related to your PhD work. Right? If you're in life sciences, you probably have cell biology, life sciences, right? Cell culture. If you're an engineer, you probably have different engineering related terms. And a lot of people over the last few years have probably endorsed you for these skills, but now all your skills are academic based. So what you need to do is you need to start adding some business skills in there. Specifically, you need to start adding some skills that are important for the jobs that you want. And here's a little trick you can do on LinkedIn. Usually we only talk about this in the association, but we're going to talk about it here and we'll talk about it during our webinar. What you can do is, if you have your list of skills, take your top skills and put them at the top, which they're probably already ranked at the top, right? So let's say you're a life scientist. Very likely if you do cell biology or something like that, you're going to have those kind of academic skills listed, those scientific skills listed. So you might have, like for me, for example, I had cell biology with 99 plus endorsements for a long time. And then I had life sciences with 99 plus endorsements. But I had nothing business related. So what I did was I took business development. This is just an example. You can take project management or any other business skills related to the positions that you want, and you embed them between 2 very highly ranked skills. And what LinkedIn's algorithm will do is it will look at this, because it's embedded between 2 skills that are highly endorsed, it'll start showing this skill to more and more people, which will start increasing the number of endorsements for that skill, right? So before you know it, you'll have 30 or 50 endorsements for these business skills. Now, of course, you want to make sure you're actually developing these skills and realize as a PhD, you have a lot of these business skills. You have project management skills, leadership skills, people management skills, product and market knowledge, all the different transferable skills we talked about on the last training. Start taking some of those, looking at the jobs you want, look at job postings, see what skills they're looking for that are business related, and start adding those skills to your list of skills so they can start being endorsed. It's a great way to add credibility, very easy to do. It's a nice little trick where you can take advantage of LinkedIn's algorithm. Finally, number 7, self-publications. very important. Why? Why are self-publications important? Why is going back through here and making sure you're choosing the right words in your headline, in your work experience, your summary, why is this all important? Because of this, your key words, okay? You need to leverage key words in your LinkedIn profile. Now your LinkedIn profile is a little bit different than your resume. With your resume, you're going to send that out to each individual job position or each individual company. Okay, so that's very important. So what you want to do is you want to take your LinkedIn profile, you want to create it first, and then you want to go back and add keywords afterwards. Okay, very important for you to do that. So you want to read through 10, 20, 30 different job postings, take all the keywords from those job postings. They can even be different job titles. Right? You basically want to collate a huge list of keywords from a variety of job postings, take the top 10 or the top 20, and then put them on your LinkedIn profile. This is very important, right? Because your LinkedIn profile is going to be seen not just by one company, not just an individual targeted company, but it's going to be seen by many companies from many different positions. So you want to use a larger number of keywords, a larger variety of those keywords. All right, so hopefully this helps you with your LinkedIn profile. We are going to be talking again about LinkedIn profiles and networking during our free webinar next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, April 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to learn more about transitioning overall and you want to learn about becoming an associate and getting access to all of our job training materials and our pre-made job referral network so you can instantly have industry credibility and instantly start getting referrals, go here to www.phds, with an S, phdsgethired.com. So www.phdsgethired.com. So that takes us to the end of this live training. I will see you next week when we'll do another live training on a different facet of PhDs and transitioning into a non-academic career.